Hey, how you feeling this morning? Look who's come in.
Good morning, Berman.
God, not so loud.
Here, what about a bit of the hair of the dog that bit you?
Oh, he's just kidding, Berman. Go ahead, try it. It's a fruit smoothie.
Morning.
That looks good. Can I have one of those?
Yeah, me too. What kind do you have?
What kind would you like? He's got strawberry and banana.
Got any berries?
Sure, I've got berries. I've got some raspberries. I've got some blueberries. I've got some strawberries. Here you go. Watch this. Little bit of juice. We're not finished yet. Pop in some ice. Pop on the blade. Give it a quick spin. And just watch. It takes about 3, 4, 5 seconds. And look at that. A beautiful mixed berry smoothie in less time than it takes you to say it. Look at that.
Thank you.
What is that, a personal smoothie maker?
Hey, it is if you want it to be.
Any chance of getting a real breakfast?
How about an omelet? I'll just take a couple eggs. How many you want?
2. I'll take 2.
Two is good, okay. And then what next?
Some ham.
Great.
Tomato.
Tomato, okay. How about that?
Okay, some onion.
Onion.
Ooh, and cheese.
Everything then, right?
Okay,
You want
yes,
everything?
everything.
Okay. I understand. Okay, we'll just pop this on. Now watch. I'm chopping the ham and veggies, grating the cheese, and whipping the eggs, all in 3 seconds. The machine that just made those smoothies for Berman and Fred will make an omelet for you, Ike.
Ooh.
Look at that.
Now, while that's cooking, can I interest anybody in any coffee?
Where's your coffee grinder? I'll help.
Oh, sit down and relax. We don't need a coffee grinder because in less than 10 seconds, we're going to have fresh ground coffee. You ready? Now, whether you like a regular grind or let's say extra fine for espresso, in just seconds, you're done. Now look at that. In no time at all, fresh ground coffee. It smells good, yeah? Now, I'm just going to get this coffee started.
Here you go, Ike. A light, fluffy omelet done just the way you like it. Ah, there's my oven.
Wow, that was fast.
And what would breakfast be like without your favorite type of fresh baked muffins?
Did somebody say muffins?
Yes, we did, Hazel. And since I like banana and walnut,
And I like mine with fresh, ripe blueberries.
it takes no more time or trouble to make 2 or 3 different kinds of muffins than it does to make one.
So now, everybody gets exactly what they want.
Hang on a second. You just blended a bunch of smoothies, you whipped up an omelet, you ground coffee, and you mixed up 2 different types of muffin batter in that thing. What the heck is it?
It's the magic bullet.
The personal, versatile countertop magician.
Countertop magician?
That's right, because it works like magic. All you do is choose your blade,
It comes with 2.
twist it on, put the bullet in the power base, and press. As long as you're holding it down, it stays on. When you want it to stop, let go.
Or press and twist, and it stays on for a hands-free operation. When you want to turn it off, simply twist it back.
Wow, that's a lot easier to use than all the appliance contraptions we got for wedding gifts.
That's right. And look at this. Unlike these complicated machines, yeah, that are so big and clumsy, they just end up living in the back of the cupboard. Watch this. The magic bullet takes up no more room on your countertop, look at that, than a regular-sized coffee mug.
So you're gonna leave it on your counter and you're gonna want it there because you're gonna use it every single day.
Come on, Mimi. Every single day?
Several times a day because it'll do any job in the kitchen in 10 seconds or less.
Yeah, 10 seconds or less.
Well, let me ask you, what is the worst job you have to do in the kitchen?
And almost every meal starts with it.
Chopping garlic. Stinky, nasty garlic.
Well, Hazel, it's not so nasty anymore. Watch. Toss your garlic into the bullet. It takes a second to put together. All you do is give it 1, 2, 3 seconds.
And in less time than it takes to get out a cutting board and a knife, you've got freshly chopped garlic. No mess, no stink. But you know what? The worst job for me is chopping onions. I don't know about you guys, but it makes my hands stink for days, my eyes tear. I just can't stand it, but not anymore. With this, there's no time to cry. Watch this. And in 1, 2, 3 seconds, you've got perfectly chopped onion. Look at that. And it goes straight from here into the pan. Look at that.
Oh, watch this, because this is what I do just before the big game. Throw about 5 or 6 cherry tomatoes in there. They're the ones I like because they've got all the flavour. A little bit of garlic, a little bit of jalapeno, throw in an onion, a little bit of cilantro. Don't forget the blade just takes a second to put on. And watch this. And in 1, 2, 3 seconds is all it takes. And are you ready? Look at that.
Delicious salsa, you guys, ready to eat.
Let me see that.
All right, Berman, here you go.
It really is so easy to use. You're going to use it every single day.
For every meal, how about a quick, tasty lunch from leftovers? I've got some grilled chicken here from last night's barbecue. And I'm gonna put in some apple, some raisins, a squeeze of mayo.
Just to spice it up a bit, my favorite, a little bit of curry powder.
Curry powder for everything. Then I'm gonna twist this on. And watch, it chops the chicken, dices the apples, and mixes everything together all at once in 4, 5, 6 seconds.
In less time than it takes to toast the bread.
You've got gourmet chicken salad, freshly made and ready to serve.
And that is a 6-second lunch. But watch this. If you've got any leftovers like we have here, simply screw on the Bullet Stay Fresh resealable lid over to the fridge, and now you've got some curry chicken salad for tomorrow.
If only dinner were that easy.
Huh, yeah, dinner's always a production.
Well, Hazel, what were you going to make Harry for dinner tonight?
His favorite, fettuccine alfredo.
Okay, we'll try this. Start with a couple cloves of garlic, add about 2 tablespoons of butter, some fresh Parmesan cheese, and a splash of cream.
Now watch this. Simply pop on the top, give it a quick spin, and in one simple step, we've ground the Parmesan cheese, chopped the garlic, and mixed all the ingredients together, and now we're ready to cook.
And here's some Bullet fast magic that no other machine will do. I'm just going to twist on one of these vented lids, and I'm going to put it right into the microwave to cook for about 30 seconds.
You're gonna cook with it?
Absolutely. So now the machine I just prepared my meal in, I'm also going to cook in without ever dirtying a single pot or pan.
Now, while Mimi's slaving over a hot microwave, I'm going to knock us up a quick pesto sauce. Are you ready? Big chunk of Parmesan cheese. In goes the garlic. In goes the basil. Look how easy this is. Handful of pine nuts. Just throw them in there. Finish off with a little bit of olive oil. Watch how easy this is. Spin on the top, set the bullet on the base, and now we're chopping the basil, crushing the pine nuts, mincing the garlic, and mixing all the ingredients together. And as fast as you can say, Bob's your uncle, Fatty's your aunt, you've got a beautiful homemade pesto sauce. Now all you need to do is pour it over your favourite pasta. Look at that. And you've got a beautiful homemade pesto pasta made from scratch in less than 10 seconds.
And pasta Alfredo. I'm just gonna whip on the cross blade and pop this on the power base to give it another quick whip. And look at this, you guys. This is amazing.
Now there you've got
Look at that.
piping hot fettuccine Alfredo and a delicious fresh-made pesto pasta. Believe me, they are both as good as you've ever tasted.
It still needs a little fresh grated Parmesan cheese.
Now watch how fast it grates even hard cheeses with no trouble at all. Right in the bullet cup.
Look at that, it's done. Seconds, right? Now, I'm gonna put on the shaker top. Remember this? Just twist it on. Look at that, fresh grated Parmesan cheese for your fettuccine Alfredo. Isn't that great?
Wait a minute. You made 2 completely different pasta dishes in less than 2 minutes?
It takes me longer than that to make the phone call to order a pizza.
And no great meal is complete without a bit of dessert, right? Watch this. I'm just gonna mix a little bit of cream with a couple of tablespoons full of chocolate syrup. Look at that. Watch this. Now I'm gonna screw on the flat blade. That's the whipping blade. Remember that, Berman, right? Watch this. Give it a quick spin, and have you got 6 seconds? Then you've got plenty of time to whip up a delicious dessert. Hear that? That's it, you're done. And now, look at that. You've got a delicious, fluffy chocolate mousse. It tastes delicious, and you just saw it made in front of your eyes in just 6 seconds.
But if you prefer something a little bit healthier, you know what I mean? Try putting in your favorite frozen fruit. I like mangoes and raspberries. Those are my favorites. And just add a splash of orange juice, or for you party animals, your favorite liqueur.
Like you.
Twist on the blade and lock it on the power base. Now it's easy to satisfy that sweet tooth without the guilt, because in just about 8 seconds, you've got fancy, fat-free fruit sorbet with no added sugar. Look at this, you guys.
Finish it off with a little sprig of mint, and look at that for a dessert.
So nice.
Just think, in a matter of minutes, we made breakfast, 2 different kinds of muffins, a 6-second lunch, snacks, 2 completely different pasta dishes, and 2 completely different desserts. All in, like, what, the last 10 minutes or so?
And all without dirtying a single pot or pan.
That's really going to save me a ton of time and trouble in the kitchen.
It really will. But believe it or not, that's not why Mick and I bought the Magic Bullet. We bought it because it's
The ultimate party machine. Are you ready? Watch this. Mick and Mimi's famous 15-minute party. Now, I'm just going to throw some cheese in there, a little jalapeno. It takes 1 second to put together, and it takes 2 seconds to make. 1, 2. What about that? Now I'm ready to put this in the microwave, and I'm gonna get this party rolling.
And while he's doing that, I'm gonna add a little bit of that cheese, some chicken, a jalapeno. I'm gonna pop on the top. And watch this. In 1, 2, 3 seconds, I've chopped the chicken and grated the cheese, and now I'm gonna spread it between a couple flour tortillas. Now I'm gonna pop it in the microwave for just about, I don't know, 60 seconds. Here you go, Nick, you're done.
Outstanding. Pour that over some chips and nachos, anybody?
Oh, yeah, nachos. Those are my favorites.
Look at that.
Or how about a fresh, hot chicken quesadilla?
That's incredible.
Hey, you know what else a party needs? Dips. Now, watch this. There I've got some avocado. In goes a couple of cherry tomatoes, a little bit of cilantro, and a little bit of jalapeno in there. We're also going to pop in a little bit of garlic. Watch this. Pop on the crossblade in 1, 2, 3 seconds. Are you ready? Yep. Instant guacamole. It's fresh. It's delicious. Watch this. It tastes great. And look at that. And I didn't even use a knife. Look at that.
But the bullet fast magic that we like best,
frozen drinks. Now, watch this. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to put some strawberries in there. You're watching carefully, yeah? Into that, I'm going to pop some ice. Finish it off with some margarita mix. How cool is this? Have you noticed that all the ingredients are going directly straight into the mug? Yeah, how cool is that? Now watch. On goes the blade. Give it a spin. And watch this. I just lock it into the on position, and in just seconds, the magic bullet crushes a whole mug full of ice into a smooth, frosty, frozen beverage. So now, you've got a fresh, delicious, virgin strawberry margarita. Look at that. Ready to drink right in its own frosty mug.
So everybody gets exactly the drink they want, made just the way they like it. And now you can just twist on one of these colored comfort lips to cover up the threads here.
And they all come in a different color. So everybody knows exactly which drink is theirs.
All right, you guys, come on, let's go. Let's get this party going.
I gotta tell you, Mimi, I can see myself using the Magic Bullet every day.
It really is a time saver, but we're just getting started. See this?
This turns the magic bullet into the family-size bullet blender.
So let's say you want to make a milkshake. Try this. Start with a handful of hard peppermint candy, my secret ingredient. Add in a chocolate bar and a squeeze of chocolate syrup.
Don't forget the ice cream. Look at that, plenty of ice cream.
Add a splash of milk or more. Slip on the top. And now you've got a full-sized bullet blender that does everything you'd expect a big, expensive appliance to do. And look, you've got an entire blender full of chocolate chip, peppermint, milkshake. My favorite. What do you guys taste this?
Look at that. Enough for the entire family. But you got to see this, because this is what makes the Magic Bullet truly the most versatile kitchen appliance on the market today.
With the addition of this ingenious extractor insert, the Magic Bullet that just became the Bullet Blender is now the Bullet Juicer.
You know something? It always amazes me how you can get juice out of a carrot. But watch this. Just like those big expensive juice extractors, the Bullet Juicer turns carrots into lots of delicious juice. Just like that.
Because it takes up so little room on your countertop, it's always handy. So you can start each and every day with the delicious, nutritious, fresh squeezed juice of your choice. But here's what I like best about juicing. You know how we're all supposed to get 5 to 7 servings of fruits and vegetables a day, right?
But nobody eats like that. Nobody.
Especially the kids. They won't go near a vegetable.
Right.
Ah, well, we may have a solution to that problem, Wilma. Watch this. Just pop a few pieces of watermelon in there. To that, I'm going to add a couple of pieces of pineapple, rind and all. That just goes right in there.
And now I'm going to add a handful of spinach.
To that, we're going to pop in a couple of pieces of beetroot. And to that, we're going to add a couple of florets of broccoli.
Yuck, I hate broccoli.
In just seconds, you have a delicious juice drink filled with the vitamins and minerals of all the vegetables and fruits that just went into it.
And you tell me, Berman, can you taste any broccoli in that?
Hey, that tastes great. Not like vegetables at all.
That's because the taste of the fruit overpowers the taste of the vegetables. You get all the vegetable goodness, but you don't get that yucky vegetable taste.
Ah, that is very sneaky.
And the kids will never know.
You know, I can really see myself using this thing every day of the week.
Absolutely. This is going to be so great.
Hey, where were you guys?
We got up early this morning and we hiked up that mountain over there.
Oh, and that one too.
And man, am I getting hungry. You fancy a smoothie?
Oh, absolutely. Who else is in for a fresh fruit smoothie?
What are you going to make a smoothie with? Your Magic Bullet?
As a matter of fact, Berman, guess what? I am.
We're in the middle of the woods. Where are you going to plug that thing in?
Okay, who wants what? I've got bananas, I've got all kinds of berries.
Hey, Mick, I think you're going to have a problem.
No problem at all. You know what? We got some protein powder here as well. You can have a protein shake if you like.
I don't understand. That's an electrical appliance.
Just let them go.
Strawberry banana, I guess,
If
but...
strawberry and banana is what you want, Barney, that's what you'll get. There goes a couple of strawberries. I'm going to pop in a little piece of banana. You wanted a protein shake, so in goes the protein powder.
Yeah, sure, Mick, but where are you going to...
And then I'm going to add orange juice. And then I'm going to put in there a handful of ice. And then I'm going to pop on the blade, give it a quick spin, and then...
And then what?
And then all it takes is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds. And take a look at this. You've got a delicious mixed berry smoothie. What about that?
Whoa, that is magic.
It's the Magic Bullet, only better.
That's right, it's the Magic Bullet to go.
It's the Magic Bullet that you can use absolutely anywhere. Because you see this thing at the bottom? This is a heavy-duty rechargeable battery pack.
So now you can do any job
Anywhere.
in 10 seconds or less.
So that means you can have a mixed berry smoothie right here in the middle of the woods. There you go, Barney. Now, what about a fancy omelette by the campsite?
What would you like in your omelet, Dino?
He likes a Denver omelet.
Okay, well then I'm going to start with a couple of eggs, some ham, a little bit of onion.
Yes, onions fine.
Okay, great. And then we're going to put in some tomato, cheese, Dino. Yeah, cheese. I thought so. Okay, now I'm just going to twist on the blade and watch this, you guys. In just 3 seconds, I'm chopping the ham and veggies. I'm grating the cheese, and I'm whipping the eggs. And just like that, the machine that just made a wonderful smoothie for Barney out here in the woods has now made a Denver omelet for you, Dino. Now I'm just going to pop this on the camp stove to cook for a couple minutes, and we're good to go.
Can that thing make me a decent cup of coffee?
Absolutely. I'm just going to grab some of these fresh coffee beans here and twist on the blade. And watch this, you guys. Now your cordless food processor becomes a cordless coffee grinder. And in 3, 2, 1, We're done. Now you've got freshly ground coffee. Check it out. Look at that, you guys.
Fresh ground coffee in the middle of nowhere. Now that's pretty cool.
Isn't that fabulous? Now I'm just gonna pour it in the coffee pot here.
Good. Now we can dump out this swill.
Oh, there's no need for that, Berman. Why don't you try this? Why don't you just pour a little bit of that coffee into the tall bullet cup? To that, I'm just going to add a little bit of ice. Watch this. You ready? In goes a splash of chocolate syrup. To that, I'm going to add a little splash of milk. Wait till you see this. On goes the cross blade. Over to the bullet base. And in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In 8 seconds, look at that. You've got a delicious frozen mocha coffee drink. Look at that. Just like the ones that you get at the fancy coffee shops. Here, Berman, give that a try now.
For campfire coffee, that's pretty darn good.
And here you go, Dino, a piping hot Denver omelet. Look at that.
Omelet? That's not camping food. Flapjacks. Now that's a hearty breakfast.
Hazel, when did you get here?
Did you just... Which...
Thanks for the socks, big boy. Move it, sweetheart. Oh,
Well, Hazel, I know that you like your pancakes with banana and pecans.
you remember.
And Tina, I know that you like your pancakes with fresh blueberries, so I went out this morning and I picked some for you.
Thank you.
Ready?
You know, you guys, it doesn't take any more time or trouble to make 2 or 3 different kinds of pancakes than it does to make one.
So that way, you see, everybody gets exactly what they want.
Look at that. Impressive.
Wait a second. How much longer are these things going to last?
Well, I charged this long life battery for only 2 hours the day before we came here. And we're going to get about 50 uses out of it before we need to charge it again. So it's easily going to last the whole weekend.
And even with this powerful battery attached, the Magic Bullet to Go is so compact that you can take it with you wherever you go. So now you can do any job
Anywhere.
in 10 seconds or less.
So whether you're like us out here in the middle of nowhere, or whether you're at home in your own kitchen, this is really something you're going to use every single day of the week.
Come on. If you cook it all, this makes the worst job a piece of cake. Like what?
Well, what's the worst job in the kitchen?
And if you're like Mick, almost every meal starts with it.
Chopping garlic.
Right.
Now, how would you know? She always makes me chop it, and I hate it.
Well, Barney, it's not miserable anymore. Watch this. Just toss the garlic into the bullet. On goes the blade. Over to the bullet base. And just press down for 1, 2, 3 seconds.
And in less time than it takes to get a cutting board and a knife,
Look at this.
you've got freshly chopped garlic. Isn't that perfect?
It is perfect.
Look at that, you guys. No mess, no stink. Try doing that with a knife.
That's actually pretty cool. But what about onions? Because she makes me chop those too. I think she just likes to see me cry.
Oh, well, let's see. I'm going to take a couple of these onions right here, twist on the blade, and let's see. We got 1, 2, 3 seconds, and look at that, you guys. Without any tears. Perfectly chopped onion.
Now, you know what you do now, don't you? Over to the saute pan. Just pop that in there. Look at that. Now, to that, I'm going to add some ground beef. Then I'm going to add tomato sauce along with some beans. Then I'm going to add some more beans. And don't forget it, you know I like my food spicy, so I'm just going to put a little bit of chili powder on there as well. And then we're going to mix it all together. And I'm going to let this cook for a couple of minutes. And real soon, we're going to have some of my famous 3-bean Texas chili prepared in less than 2 minutes.
Wow. I just might use that every day.
For every meal. How about a quick lunch made from leftovers? I've got some barbecue chicken here from last night's supper.
And to that, I'm just going to add a little bit of onion, jalapeno, couple of pieces of cheese. On goes the cross blade. Don't forget it just takes a second to put on. Over to the bullet base. And in 1, 2, 3 seconds, I've chopped the chicken and I've grated the cheese. And now I'm just going to spread that between these 2 tortillas. Look at that. Look how great that looks.
And now, I'm just gonna top it off with another tortilla and then slip it on the grill here. to cook for a few minutes. And while that is working, I'm gonna whip up a quick sandwich spread. Who likes egg salad? That's what I thought. So I'm just gonna start with a couple hard-boiled eggs, add a squeeze of mayo, a squirt of mustard, and a couple onions, and a little bit of fresh ground pepper. Now I'm gonna twist on the blade, and watch this, you guys, in 3 quick pulses. 1, 2, 3. I've chopped the eggs, diced the onions, and mixed all the ingredients together.
And voila, just like that, we've got a delicious egg salad sandwich, look at that, made from scratch in about 3 seconds, right here in the middle of nowhere.
And check this out, you guys, a piping hot chicken quesadilla made in just 3 seconds.
Now, don't be shy, there's enough for everybody. Come on, have a go.
Dig in, guys, dig in. Yeah, there we go, there you go.
Hey, wait till you taste this, because guess what, folks? Chili's done.
Oh, that smells good, Mick. Now we're just gonna pour the chili onto these tortilla chips here. Look at that. Doesn't it look great?
I'm not done yet, though, because I'm just going to take a few pieces of cheese, toss them in the bullet, toss on the crossblade, over to the bullet base, and in 1, 2, 3 seconds, we've got freshly grated cheese. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pour it over the chili, and look at that. We've got chili nachos. Now what about that for a delicious, fast and easy family meal?
But save room for dessert, guys.
Dessert? You're kidding.
No.
Watch this. I'm just going to take a little bit of cream from this morning's coffee. I'm going to add a couple of spoons full of chocolate syrup. And now I'm going to use the flat blade. Okay, that's the one that you use for whipping and grinding. Give it a quick spin onto the bullet to go base and twist it on. Now, if you've got 6 seconds, then you've got plenty of time to whip up a delicious dessert. Hear that? That's the bullet to go telling you that dessert is done. And take a look at that. It's light, it's fluffy, it tastes delicious, and you saw it made right in front of your eyes in 6 seconds.
So Dina, why don't you go ahead and try that?
Oh, wow. Who would have thought you could have moose in the woods?
Just think, in a matter of minutes, we've made breakfast, made 2 completely different types of pancakes, made a 3-second lunch, and look, made enough snacks here for the entire family.
And even a gourmet dessert.
All made in what, the last 10 minutes or so?
And all out here in the middle of the woods.
The Magic Bullet to Go really is the ultimate kitchen appliance that isn't stuck in the kitchen. In fact, it goes anywhere you go and will do any job anywhere. So now you can take it to the beach. Are you ready, guys? Mick and Mimi's famous 15-minute party. Now, I'm going to get this party started by putting a little bit of onion in there. You know me, I've got to have a bit of garlic and everything. So 5 or 6 of these cherry tomatoes, I'm just going to throw them right in there. A little bit of jalapeno, a touch of cilantro. Now, don't forget the blade only takes a second to put on. Over to the bullet base, and in 1, 2, 3 seconds.
Look at that.
And look at that. And as fast as you can say, Bob's your uncle, fun is your aunt.
Fresh, delicious salsa made from scratch at the beach, and we didn't even take out a knife.
Hands off, that's mine.
It's all yours. Hey, you guys know what else a party needs?
What's that?
Dips.
Oh, how about some of that, the green junk?
Guacamole?
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. So I'm just gonna start with some of this avocado right here. Ooh, doesn't that look good? And then I'm gonna throw in some of these cherry tomatoes, a little bit of jalapeno, a little bit of cilantro, and for Mick, of course.
Cut up the garlic.
That's right. Now I'm gonna twist on the crossblade, and watch this, you guys. Check out. 1, 2, 3 seconds.
That's so easy.
Look at that, you guys. You ready? I have got, look at that, fresh, delicious guacamole.
Look at that.
And it looks great, and believe me, it tastes even better.
And a heck of a lot better than the junk you get at the grocery store.
Oh, absolutely. But the bullet fast magic that Berman likes best,
Frozen drinks. Yeah.
Well, great. I will go find some glasses.
You don't need them because the bullet to go comes with these self-blending party mugs. All you do is mix all the ingredients right in the mug. And that way, everybody gets exactly what they want.
Like a fresh, virgin strawberry margarita for you, Tina. Now, I'm just gonna add some ice into this mug, then throw in some strawberries, fresh or frozen, then a little bit of margarita mix, or you can use whatever you like.
Berman, I know you love the pina colada.
Yes, it
So I'm going to start off with a bit of ice for you. To that, I'm going to add a couple of pieces of fresh pineapple, a touch of coconut cream, and then I'm going to fill that up with some pina colada mix.
Ooh, yum. Okay, let's make one more. Betty, what would you like?
Okay, I see some peaches. Can you make a peach daiquiri?
Oh, certainly. So now I'm just gonna start with some more ice here. And then I'm gonna add some of these fresh peaches. Ooh, those look delicious. And then I'm gonna take some of this daiquiri mix.
And here's the cool bit, because now I'm going to screw the blade, look at this, directly onto the mugs that we're going to mix in. And then we're going to go over to the bullet to go base.
And here, Betty, why don't you blend yours up?
Okay.
Are you ready, folks?
I'm ready.
1, 2, 3, go. And look at that. The magic bullet to go has crushed a whole mug full of ice into a smooth, frosty, frozen beverage. And let's check this out. Are you ready? Look at that. 3 completely different cocktail drinks made in seconds. Look at that.
So everybody gets exactly the drink they want, made just the way they like it. And now I'm just gonna twist on one of these colored comfort lip rings over the threads here.
And they all come in different colors, so that way everybody knows which drink is theirs.
So now we have a fresh, delicious, virgin strawberry margarita for you, Tina.
And a manly pina colada for the party animal over here. Just think about it, all blended, fast and easy, right here at the beach. Now, come on, let's get this party started, because we've only got a few minutes till the game starts. So what do you like, Hazel?
Mick, Mimi, I gotta tell you, all this food is amazing.
With the bullet to go, it really is easy to make everybody's favorite drink or snacks wherever you go. But look at this, because with the addition of this, we've now turned the bullet to go into a full family-size cordless blender that goes wherever you go. Wait till you see this. I'm just gonna dump some ice in there, put in a couple of pieces of strawberry. I'm gonna add a few pieces of melon to that. I'm gonna add a splash of lemonade. Then I'm gonna pop on the top. I'm gonna give it a quick spin. And in seconds, we're gonna have a picture full of melon berry blast. Now, what about this for a delicious family treat? Look at this, on a warm sunny day like today. Can you think of anything better? Look at that.
Now you can have a bullet bash wherever you go.
With the magic bullet to go, you really can make anything.
Anywhere in 10 seconds or less.
Now, let's stop looking at this and let's start eating it. Come on, look, we've got some chili, we've got some...
We're here.
Hey, guys, come on in.
Are we early or something?
No, we're on time for once, but where's all the food?
They haven't even started cooking yet.
Calm down, guys. Mick and I have everything under control.
Sure. Have us over for a nice family meal, and there's no food in sight. They probably just got out of bed.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, Granny. It's always a pleasure to have you over. Now, you guys are getting hungry, so what about some appetizers, yeah?
Just bring on the food, Mick. Come on.
Watch this. What about a quick 15-second Nacho Supreme platter to hold you over? First of all, I'm just going to start off with some cheese, and look how quick and easy that is. Amount of cheese in just seconds. Look at that. Next, I'm going to place in there some chicken. Look how quick and easy that is. Look at that. And you've got to have tomatoes, so I'm going to put some tomatoes in there. And finally, I'm just going to finish off with a little bit of jalapeno. That goes in there. Now, folks, just take a look at that. In about 15 seconds, our supreme nacho platter is ready for the oven.
Ralph, you still like pizza, right?
Clearly.
I have this pizza dough I made from scratch in just about 35 seconds. You're gonna love how easy this is. I'm just gonna add some fresh tomatoes. Now you can use as many as you want. I like to use about 4. Now I'm going to add some fresh shredded mozzarella. This is going to be so good. Top it off with some nice sliced pepperoni. Look at that. And our homemade pepperoni pizza is ready for the oven in less time than it takes to unwrap a frozen pizza.
And who was getting hungry over there? Go on, have at these nachos. Are they good? They're better than you'd ever get from any restaurant, and I think you'll agree they're a heck of a lot faster. Do you like those, do you?
Yeah, they look good.
What exactly is that?
Yeah, I've never seen a food processor like that.
That's because it's not a processor. This is the Bullet Express, the 8-minute meal machine.
An 8-minute meal machine.
That's right. With the Bullet Express, you can make any full family meal ready to heat or eat in 8 minutes or less.
Oh, come on, 8 minutes?
Yeah, that all sounds great. Now let's get to the food.
I think the pizza's ready.
There we go. Look at that. Faster than delivery and fresher than frozen.
Now, one of you the other day requested a turkey meatloaf. For that one, I'm going to have to take off the meal maker attachment. Oh, and by the way, can you see this? The Bullet Express takes up no more room on your countertop than an ordinary 2-slice toaster, unlike those big, bulky processors you have at home. Now, for our homemade delicious turkey rosemary meatloaf, we're going to need our meal mixer attachment. Now, that just goes on top like that. I'm just going to throw in some onions, a little bit of rosemary, okay? On goes the top, pop on the sides in 1, 2, 3, 4 seconds. Our rosemary and the onion is chopped down to the perfect consistency. But wait till you see this. Take off the top, take off the lid, and now I'm just going to add a little bit of egg white, little bit of skim milk, just a little touch of salt and pepper. Now watch this, because you've never seen meatloaf done like this before.
Wait, that's not ground turkey.
That's right. Ground turkey from the store can be full of fat. We like to use whole, skinless turkey breast.
In goes the breadcrumbs, right, on goes the top. Now watch this. Just watch how the Bullet Express grinds down the turkey and the onion and the rosemary and the breadcrumbs to the perfect consistency. Now, you ready for this? Just watch this. I'm going to take off the sides, take off the lid. Look at that. You've got perfect, can you see that? Turkey meatloaf. Look at that. Made from fresh, skinless turkey breast. Can you see how the rosemary and the onion have chopped down to perfection? Look, can you see that?
That's the fastest turkey meatloaf I've ever seen. That's incredible.
And I'm just going to top it off with a little bit of ketchup and some brown sugar. How good does that look, you guys, right?
And now our 25-second rosemary turkey meatloaf is ready for the oven.
And remember, we can't have meat without potatoes, so I'm going to make Mick's favorite, potatoes au gratin. Oven ready in about 30 seconds.
Oh, no, dear. Potatoes au gratin takes more like 30 minutes to prepare with the shredding and the slicing.
Well, Aunt Martha, watch how easy it is with the Bullet Express. I'm just going to slice some whole potatoes and drop them in the top, and watch how they slice right into the dish we're cooking them in. Look how easy that is. Then I'm going to add some red onion. I can finally slice this onion without crying. Next, I'm going to add some fennel. Slice that right into the dish for some extra flavor. And now watch this, guys. I'm just going to take off the top, flip the disc, and now we are ready to shred. So I'm just going to add the cheese, and look how beautifully that shreds right on top. Now, all I need to do is add a little fresh ground pepper and a little bit of half and half, and our 30-second potatoes au gratin is ready for the oven.
Wow, that was really fast.
Even you can't make it that fast, Martha.
Now we've prepared our meat, we've prepared our potatoes, and now I think it's time to prepare our veggies. Now, watch this. I'm just going to run through some zucchini, and then I'm just going to run through some yellow squash. Look how quick and easy that is. Now, have you noticed all the slices are the same thickness? So that means they all take the same amount of time to cook. Now, finally, I'm just going to run through some beetroot just for a bit of colour. Look at that. Now, have you noticed that all goes directly into the steamer basket? So in just 15 seconds, our veggies, look at that, are ready to be steamed. Think about it. That's turkey meatloaf, potatoes au gratin, and mixed veggies, all 3 dishes combined, ready to be cooked in less than 2 minutes with the Bullet Express.
Now, while all that food's cooking, how about a gourmet chopped salad, huh?
And how about this for a salad bowl?
Hey, Ralph, you can help me out with this one.
What?
Come over here and grab a cutting board and a knife. Now, while he's doing that, I'll just get started.
Now, have you noticed something? Have you noticed that with the Bullet Express, you're never limited to the size of the container that you're using like you are with those old-fashioned processors? You can make as little or as much as you like. So whether you're a family of 2 or whether you're a great big family of 12, look, it takes no more time or trouble.
Ralph, find that knife yet?
I got it.
We're going to need a chopping board as well, Ralph. It's just over there.
I love chopped salad when we're out, but it takes too long when we're at home.
Well, look how easy it is to fill this giant salad bowl. And I'm just going to finish off with some tomatoes.
I'm ready.
That's okay, Ralph, because we're already done.
In the same amount of time it's taken Ralphie boy here to get a chopping board and a knife, we've got a full family chopped salad. Look at that. Bigger and better than anything you'd ever get in a restaurant.
A mountain of gourmet chopped salad in about 45 seconds. Look at that, you guys.
Now, no meal is complete without dessert, so what about a homemade New York-style cheesecake?
Ooh, cheesecake's my favorite.
Okay, well, watch this. I'm going to start off with a graham cracker crust, so I'm just going to pop in there about a dozen graham crackers. Pop on the top, and watch this. Look how the Bullet Express breaks down those graham crackers to the perfect consistency. Add a little bit of melted butter in the top. Now, I'm just going to pour this graham cracker crust directly into the bowl. And Mimi, if you would, can you just form that for me, please?
Sure.
And while Mimi's doing that, I'm just going to pop in there a little bit of cream cheese. Next, I'm going to add some eggs. Next, I'm going to add a little bit of sugar, a splash of vanilla, and a little bit of lemon juice. On goes the top, and wait till you see this.
So, Martha, how much time would it take you to make a cheesecake like this from scratch?
To make cheesecake, I'd need my big stand mixer.
Well, how much did that big stand mixer cost?
My mixer was $150.
And how long did it take?
To make cheesecake from scratch, I'd need at least 20 minutes. And then I'd need my food processor for the graham cracker crust.
Cheesecake? I use a hand mixer for cheesecake. It's a pain in the...
As I was saying, Granny, this New York-style cheesecake was prepped and ready for the oven in less than 60 seconds.
Cheesecake is great, but I think you guys will agree there's no dessert like fresh, homemade apple pie. Now I can get started right away with some cored apples and this pie crust I made from scratch in about 35 seconds with the Bullet Express. And see how the apples slice right into the pie crust, making this just so fast and easy. Now all you need to do is add a little bit of sugar, a little bit of cinnamon, and a little bit of lemon juice, and it's ready for you, Mick.
Now, all I'm going to do is add the top, and just to finish off, crimp the outside with Granny's false teeth. Just going to add a little bit more cinnamon on the top, and now our fresh, homemade apple pie crust and the filling, both made from scratch, is now ready for the oven in less than 60 seconds.
So, Aunt Martha, in less time than you can make a single cheesecake from scratch, we've made 2 completely different desserts. A graham cracker crust cheesecake and a beautiful apple pie, all made from scratch and ready for the oven in less than 2 minutes.
So thanks to the Bullet Express, we made our 15-second Nacho Supreme platter and our 30-second pepperoni pizza. And our meatloaf is ready, so let's just see how we did, shall we? Now, Martha, I know that you're a bit of an expert when it comes to meatloaf. Have you ever tasted meatloaf as good as that?
I don't believe it. This is fantastic.
And here's our beautiful potatoes au gratin and steamed vegetables. So that's meat, potatoes, and vegetables, all made from fresh ingredients, not frozen. A complete, full family meal prepared in less than 8 minutes.
And we made the biggest chopped salad you've ever seen in or out of a restaurant.
And don't forget about our desserts. Look at our beautiful graham cracker crust cheesecake.
And here's our fresh-baked apple pie.
My man Mick. You know, I never doubted you for a second. Not at all. Why?
You see, with the Bullet Express, you really can prepare any full family meal ready to heat or eat in 8 minutes or less. But it gets even better, because I'm going to show you in a moment how the Bullet Express turns into the super powerful Bullet Juicer.
It's a juicer too?
Oh yes, but before I show you that, look at all this food. Is anybody getting hungry? Now, I know you are. Right? Now, we've shown you how the Bullet Express can make any full family meal from scratch in just 8 minutes or less. But now let me show you how the Bullet Express turns into the super quick, super powerful Bullet Juicer, extracting juice, vitamins and nutrients from whole fruits and veggies, just like those commercial quality juicers that can cost up to $1,000.
Now watch how quick and easy this is. I'm going to start with some whole apples. No need to take off the skin because it's full of nutrients. And look how much juice you can get out of an apple. In fact, apples are loaded with antioxidants. Now I'm going to add some celery, which helps reduce inflammation and arthritis. Now I'm just going to add a handful of blackberries. And the 400-watt motor is powerful enough to extract the juice and the vitamins from this beetroot.
There's no added sugars, there's no preservatives, there's no additives. Granny, go on, just try that.
We didn't slice, peel, or prep any of the ingredients. Just wash and juice for an 8-second cocktail I call the Bullet Boost.
Delicious.
Here's an 8-second cocktail that I like to call Liquid Vacation. Watch this. Now, I'm just going to start off with some whole oranges in there. Now, as we all know, oranges are loaded with vitamin C. Next, I'm going to put a handful of grapes in there, which can help to lower your blood pressure. Next, I'm going to put in there some whole pears, look at that, which are loaded with vitamin C, but they're also loaded with potassium and beta-carotene. Look at that. Now, finally, I'm going to put in there some watermelon. Can you see that? Rind and all, it doesn't make any difference with a Bullet Juicer. That goes right in there. Look at the amount of juice that's coming out. Now, Ralph, I actually want you to try this. And remember, Ralph, this juice cocktail is loaded with all your essential vitamins and nutrients.
Why didn't you tell me healthy tastes so good?
You never asked.
What do you want? You've not had a juice yet. What's your favourite?